humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you a big. Lock the door.
So, Swanee Fly, you don't necessarily agree with the military. Talk to me about what are your disagreements?
Man, I just really think that kids that come out of college, they should find a better avenue of life to do something instead of going over there fighting the war. Because like I say, I'm a godly person, so I used to be, I used to play with the devil. So far as that, I'm saying that because I used to gangbang. But you know, dudes that like going to the military, fighting somebody else's war, doing this and that, I disagree. Because like I say, I love what Muhammad Ali stood on. I love what Malcolm X stood on, and I love what Martin Luther King stood on. And them was just coming up. Ali is probably one of my favorite, him and Malcolm X, one of my favorite black spokesmen. And I just, you know, people can say I might disagree or to agree, because we all gonna have our own aspects of life about kids going to the military. I just don't, because I seen football players actually playing football and they go to the military and then go over there and get killed. And when they were safe playing their football games, this happened on occasions. I've seen dudes stop doing what they doing in life, went over there and get killed. We all gonna die one day.
Quick question to you, Swanee.
Okay, quick question.
What's best, joining the gang or joining the military?
No, I'm not talking about that. I say dudes that, I never said no gangs. I never said, I said for.
No, I know, I'm asking that question.
To me,
if you had a choice.
Neither one of them. I'm gonna put that question like that. I was hands down, neither one of them. Because they both the same.
Okay.
You're gonna get killed over there, get killed over here.
It's not. So as far as in, we'll say all these niggas think they G.I. Joe, and a lot of these little young girls think they G.I. Jane. So if you're gonna be G.I. Joe, if you're gonna be G.I. Joe and you're gonna be G.I. Jane, just say hypothetically, for my daughter being in the military. Say for example, if she was a boy, she's in the military, and then say for example, she had kids. No difference than these guys walking across the street, may not even be in gangs, they get killed. So where leaves their babies? Their babies don't have no benefits. Their babies don't have nothing. If my daughter have a baby and something happened to her, her baby is a military baby. So it is a difference off the rip. For example, if when she get out the military or while she in there, she can choose for my baby boy to pick up some of her money to be able to go to college on, which people around here, I wouldn't say around here, but the ones that's not in the military don't have that option. So we're doing the same. Don't have to be in a gang member or nothing like that, but they can be walking across the street and get killed. We're getting killed all day, every damn day. And none of these babies is left with shit.
Okay.
There's a difference between a moment and a movement.
Okay,
a movement requires sacrifice. So what are we willing to sacrifice?
But not only that, for me,
I'm gonna come back to you, Swanee. I know you want to make a point.
But for me, I used to think like Fly too. You did what I'm saying because
ain't nothing wrong with the way you think.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But what I did was I had to redirect my thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because once I started mentoring these kids, I started realizing that some of these kids, the military might be a nice foundation for them to go into and get some structure, pay for their education, you know, put themselves in a position where they can learn a trade and come out of the military. You dig what I'm saying? And pursue some of their occupational dreams that they want to do. I used to think the same way. No black man should be in the military, but nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and I don't want to say it's the only option, but for a lot of these kids who actually want to do something better in their lives, for them, it might be their only option to put themselves in a position, depending on their background, where they come from, to put themselves in a position to where they can go out and be successful. And one more thing is I've been pushing for more kids to get into becoming police officers, correctional officers, probation officers, and all these types of things. And I was like, why are you advocating that? I said, I'm advocating that so that we can level the playing field. You dig what I'm saying? Because right now, Mama Boo said something to me last week that kind of effed me up, and I tripped off. She said, all the police is Mexicans. And I thought about
That's
that.
true.
The vast majority.
Yeah, and I thought
because they're doing what we're not
But
doing.
they're Mexicans acting like white men.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Get it together,
Yeah,
right?
get it together. But,
Right.
but when she said that to me, I was like, damn. But I had already been pushing in my program for young brothers and sisters to go to become law enforcement officers. A lot of people don't know my oldest daughter is a police officer in Atlanta. My nephew is a police officer in San Diego. And I got a niece that's a probation officer. You know what I'm saying? And my mother was a sheriff deputy. So the thing is, I've been pushing for these particular careers.
Your mother was a sheriff deputy?
Yeah, my mother, man.
You was bad as your whole family was bad as hell, and your
Man,
mama was a sheriff deputy?
My mother was a sheriff deputy, man.
How y'all get like y'all was?
Well, you know,
Not listening.
Yeah, that
Not
too.
listening.
Come back to 25. I'm gonna come back to you, Paul. 25, make your point, man.
Yeah.
Ball game
Not
just
listening.
changed.
I'm gonna make this plain and simple, right?
Okay, go ahead.
You can pull it up on your phone. Let's do the statistics.
Okay.
I haven't seen a person rarely coming out the military being successful. Have I seen these days? You got a lot. Hold up. You got a lot of vets on the streets right now, homie, with arms cut off. Army vets, let's say military vets, and it's a lot of them homeless right now, sleeping in tents, homie, going to see doctors.
Yeah.
Going and minds messed up because the stuff they seen.
Mm-hmm.
They see this stuff like overseas, like hands cut off, heads getting shot off, and all that, right? Some people come out the military and be successful, but a lot of people don't. The statistic is really down on that. The city, the county do not help these people, man. And military vets, man, a lot of military people is homeless, man. You go down there and you read that list of down people, a lot of these people probably was military vets on them. A lot of them. If you go downtown and you do the statistics on everybody that went to the Navies or the Armies, because and then it's so cold, right? You send your kids over there, they fighting a war, but then suddenly you got these dudes raping these women and raping these men in the military. So let's just be real. We see it on TV. We see it all the time, man. You go right downtown, dude, if we're in a wheelchair, you say, man, I used to be in the military. They ain't did nothing for me after this war. Man, to me, I'd rather see a person trying to. I'd rather see. Hold up. I'd rather see a kid trying to be a doctor, trying to be a police officer, whatever.
That can happen with
Or probably be a lawyer.
Right.
I'll probably do anything than to see them go in the military because they don't do nothing for nobody.
Okay, so
our Chinese.
real quick,
quick.
I think
That's a good point.
lack of firm information is why you feel like that. That's my personal opinion. Because when we look at the military people, majority of the ones that are in different people families, they don't be at the functions to tell you the good benefit of it because they don't come down here and play with this bullshit no more because they mind is structured because they can't do certain things. For example, if my baby girl and her friend is somewhere doing something they don't need to be. Now, I won't even say this. If my baby girl and her friend somewhere and they get into a car accident and she cut her finger versus her friend damn near cut her motherfucking leg off. Guess who's going to the hospital first? It's not going to be that regular civilian. It's going to be my motherfucking daughter with a little hurt finger. But I think the lack of information is the reason that we feel like that. Because at the end of the day, most of our people that actually went to the military and then actually are living our good, successful life and have the IG bill that then went to college off the military, that have to pay $1 off of it. They're not the ones that's coming down here talking to us.
And I get that.
So it's like a little bit catch-22 with that because at the same time, we have a lot of homies that's in wheelchairs, fucked up from the neighborhood based on gun violence, based on gangbang violence, and he not getting nothing but GR.
And that's because he want to do that.
And then on the flip side, with the people that's in the military that's downtown LA, a lot of them, you have to understand, there's a lot of pieces of the story that they are not telling us. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you have housing? It could be something that you like, man, ain't nobody doing all that. So you got to understand all aspects of it. But being in the gangbang world, you don't get retirement, you don't get pension out of that. Being in the military world, if you get fucked up, you're going to get something.
I understand that, but who want to go fight a war?
We fight a war every day in this motherfucker.
I understand that.
And we fight a war.
Y'all believe in the military.
No,
I don't.
no,
I believe
it's
that I believe that a kid should have a fair chance at life.
Yeah.
And I feel that if he's a doctor or he's a lawyer or he's doing something constructive with his
pay
life,
for that, though?
but you got to go to school and pay for that. I would never force my kids to go to a military period.
It's not that I believe.
I would never do that, homie.
Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Fucking both. Now the thing is, now see, this is the thing. This is the thing. You know, just to interject off of.
I see the perks. I see the perks in it.
We see the perk. The perks in it for me. I see a lot of young brothers and sisters. You understand what I'm saying? Benefiting from it. You know what I mean? Your point is noted, Fly. We love you for your point, my brother. I understand where you're coming from because I used to have those same sentiments. But when I start mentoring these kids and I start looking into what was going on in reference to the military, it's actually an uplift and it's actually a benefit for these kids who don't have nothing else other than the bullshit that the streets can offer them, my brother.
Okay.
And then ain't no regular civilian walking anywhere and people are saying thank you for your service.
How many people that y'all actually know, that's regular people and military people, even people with education, they never make it, right? But how many people you can actually say, you can give me 20 people you know that we've been banging for a long time. We know a lot of people, a lot of families that their kids actually made it in their own houses coming out the military.
Oh man,
you know what? I don't know that many as far as in the number 20 because most people think like you. And
I ain't thinking like that, boo. But I'm saying like most people just
if we're having a conversation where I want my son to be a police, it'll be so much negative to that. When at the end of the day, the police is who killing our kids. So why not have our kids in position to not kill each other? So to me, it's a way that we was raised to think, and if we don't step outside that box, we still gonna keep fucking marching. Because at the end of the day, we can go overseas and fight, and then they come back with these benefits, or we can sit right here and fight the fuck each other, and motherfuckers ain't got shit. Because at the end of the day, if baby girl get pregnant right now, she got a military baby, she ain't gonna be on the county. Versus somebody else, you get what I'm saying? But you gotta open your brain to, at the end of the day, is death over there, is death over here. So what's the better damn poison? You gotta pick your poison.
And everybody gotta do that. And one day we all got a date. And it don't mean just be going to the military gangbanging, you just speeding your process up to be killed anyway. Let's keep them facts. Them facts, homie. Them facts. Now let's talk about facts. If you gang banging and you go in the military, you just speeding your left up and down. Them facts, bro. Them facts. Let's keep them 100.
There's way more people that get killed gang banging than get killed in the military.
So let me ask you this question.
Y'all got these statistic numbers all fucked up. Because if you do the real statistic of how many black people really get killed in the motherfucking military, I bet you the hood supersedes that.
I didn't say that.
And if we're not talking about that, we're not even talking about this topic.
I'm not saying that.
Who killed more kids today? Rap music or police?
Rap music.
I think rap music.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Rich rappers send their kids to private school.
Exactly.
And to the Hamptons, right?
Right.
While their songs and lyrics send our kids
to the grave.
To the grave
and the jailhouse.
That's true.
Period.
Them facts.
So how do we justify one from the other? I'm talking about in regardless to where you enter. Because if you think about what goes on in our communities, it seems like it's more in depth, it's more intense, it's more this. So if they find a way to escape it, because going to the military is actually an escape out of your environment.
It is.
And it changed the trajectory of
your thought process.
Because when that person come back,
and not only
they different.
Your career path.
Hold on, well, when they come back, they're totally different.
They are.
I saw my homeboy. Well, I can call him my homeboy, my loved one, Lil Raymond Hazelton. He was a Elm Street Pyro. I'm talking about he was a hard hitter over there. He was one of them guys. Man went to the military, came back. You can't never even tell he was ever that. And now he's running one of the biggest networks for the government with creating websites and all this stuff, and you never know that he was ever.
But you say, how do you justify it, right? You don't justify bullshit. Period.
Now,
Period. People be like on the sorry, real quick. People be on the right and the wrong spectrum. It's either right or it's either wrong. If you in the middle just being biased because that's your family or biased because of whatever the case may be, that's bullshit.
Well,
it's
right and left usually belong to one bird.
You don't justify. You cannot justify bullshit. Or
No,
you argue with the bullshit.
You're right.
Now I'm gonna shoot y'all a cold. I'm finna tell y'all some cold stuff that y'all probably don't know, right?
Okay.
You know, every white, Mexican, Asian, black that goes to the military, right? Mm-hmm. This is just I know for facts, right? You know that the law enforcement hire more them than any other civilian on the streets. You know that, right? Because the military teach them to shoot first and ask questions later. And that's why our kids
trained.
They already trained. See, if people don't get that, I get that. I'm a pretty sharp dude. I'm not the sharpest, homie. I'm these facts, homie. These facts, boy. I'm gonna tell you what God love. These facts, homie. That's why these blacks he killed out here.
They hire.
Let's keep it 100.
They hire from within the military ranks. They do.
But if your baby not in the military, more likely his ass ain't gonna even be in position to even be hired or interviewed.
That's part.
How about that? Let's start the basis of it.
And that's the reason why I advocate for a bunch of brothers and young brothers and sisters who don't have no other alternative out here on these goddamn streets.
Right.
Then to think about, let's choose a career path. This is what I say to them when I'm mentoring them, when I'm talking to them. And a lot of them don't know what they want to do. But as soon as I say, well, you know what? You don't have no family. You don't have, you come from a broken family. Moms might be a dope fiend. Dad might be in prison, non-present. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, what do you want to do? Well, Mr. Secretary, I don't know what I want to do. I said, well, why don't we think about the military? You can travel. You can get some benefits. You get your GI Bill. If you want to go to college, they pay for blah blah blah.
You have to be active.
You have to be
in the military.
And they you know what they do?
It ain't no being sweet.
Especially the ones who really don't have no hope.
And that changes the mindset.
And I get hold on. Let me just finish this. Let me just finish this point. It gives them HOPEE, hope. It gives them a sense of hope.
Structure.
And then they get back at me, Swan. They be like, well, Mr. Secretary, I'm telling y'all, my government now, I don't give a fuck. The thing is, they get at me and they say, you know what, Mr. Singletary, you know what, you're right. I think I might want to consider that. And what happens is it gives them hope for a better life for them and for their individuals.
And I get all that, but how many times we done turned on the news and here go on the military? Yeah. Oh, she just got raped. She's a dyke. Oh, they raping. They throwing people Bibles all
out here. And they got no benefits.
Okay, but let's just keep it real. It balanced. It ain't. The military ain't the hope for the save of anybody's life.
It's not. It's not.
But it's a good thing, though.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing for people if they want to go.
If you got,
this is what I think.
This is what I think. That think he's G.I. Jane out here on these streets. He's more than likely he's on drugs. He's womanizing women. He probably not taking care of his kids because them type be more angry and more emotional than any motherfucking body else on the planet.
This is how I feel
versus a young black man going to the military with those emotions, with all that shit. For you to stand there and at attention for 3 motherfucking hours and you only listening for whoever the commander is to tell you bow face. Now you got to turn his way, but you got to stand there. This is a whole different mindset. Now it's mind over matter with anything in life.
And when he come back gay, what you gonna say?
I don't even know about what you just said. But these kids don't have mind over matter with nothing. They have.
No, they don't have no structure. They
have the social media, the trend over what they mama saying.
Right.
So it's
so this is what I say though to that. This is just my perspective. If you go into the military, Air Force, Navy, anything else is it's kind of like because of what you can get into far as what your life career can be.
Sure.
I say Air Force and Navy.
You
can become out of the Air Force, you can be flying airline jets.
G.I. Joe's, G.I.
Or you can become a lawyer or what they call SAG.
I'm gonna ask you this question, man.
Okay.
How many black entrepreneurs that you know that had never been in the military that own stuff in Compton in LA. Far as the dudes that went to military,
I don't think it's none.
Now name the dudes that you know your age that own property and houses.
It's a lot.
That ain't never went to the military.
Okay, because we can't be biased with that because
No, I want to ask this question. No, we gonna ask Melly. Melly, I'm facts, baby. I'm talking facts, baby.
No, I'm talking facts. Name NFL players or NBA players that's entrepreneurs in the community, because most people that get that really sum of money that has never been more over there, they move out and they do stuff out. So it's kind of like it's not being
No,
fair.
I'm just talking about ex-gang members. I'm talking about ex-gang members, Melly age, my age, that I know actually got businesses.
Yeah, we gonna come back to the hood.
Own stuff. Some of them do.
If
if you go on the west side of LA right now, just predominantly blacks. As far as the east side, Compton, you got a lot of blacks, Mexicans. But if you look around and how there's some dudes that's up in here doing things in LA South Central that's helping the community out, they own businesses. They ain't never
like the guy that
let us use this space
right here, right?
I mean,
They own this and the backside, the next
I got a homeboy right now.
The difference.
I got a homeboy that been in the military right now, named Moose, on swole, big as hell, buff everything. But the things he told me that I know, this he's facts, right?
Mm-hmm.
He only thing he got up out of all that is he just owned the house and he just living, but not in the community.
So what you saying, 25? I think what I'm getting from you is that they train you to be part of the government and follow whatever that system is. And that's what you get from the military. Okay.
But the strong mindset that comes with the military don't really tether with the bullshit in the community. Period. Because once you go into the military, you can see what it is and you know what you can and cannot do.
Don't
so
beat
you
nobody up.
you move yourself around.
She don't piggyback every time she piggyback. No. I'm gonna leave it alone. I said, no, I'm not an old girl. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Hey, you gotta love her because she gonna make her point.
She gonna make her point. I got to love her.
But the thing is that you got
and ball game on side with her. And ball game on side.
I ain't got no help. I got no help, man. And you know, boy, this ain't fair. This ain't fair. Hold on. This ain't fair at all.
Ball game gonna side with it.
Yeah, he side with it. I'm through with it.
We do it in the military. Next question.
Hey, wait a minute. You know what? You know what, Mama Boo?
Baby, so I'm going ham on it.
You know what I'm like? Lock the door.
Lock the door.
Cali finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me shining. That's hard work. Proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that check with me. That's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted.